Hi, I'm Allie. Join me as I show you how to make this Radiant Raku Fringe rings. They're really pretty in colorful designs. You can make them pretty much any way that you want. This is a kit in this month's subscription box, and I can't wait to see all of your designs with it. If you're interested in this subscription box, go ahead and look below the video in the description where we put all the products that we used in this video. We'll also put a link to get back and get more information about getting 3 kits each month surprise sent to you. Gather up your materials and let's get started. So to begin our ring, we are going to begin with our band, which is right angle weave, and then I'm going to show you how you can add extra beads to the side if you want. It tightens it up, but you don't have to, you can keep it open. So to begin, we have 8 O's, 15 O's, and then just a random collection of crystals. We're going to begin with right angle weave, and we are with a size 8 dragon thread, and I have a size 11 needle on here. I'm going to drop it down to the base of my thread here. You want about 4 feet of thread. And I'm going to sew back through beads 1, 2, and 3 and come on out. I'm then going to add 1, 2, and 3 more beads. I'm going to go into the opposite side of where my thread is currently coming out of and pull. Then I'm going to go and sew over to the right hand side through the bottom bead, through the side bead. So you're always coming out this side bead on right angle weave. So there I have my 2 right angle weave units. I'm going to do a third. 3 more beads. This time I'm coming out the top. You're always going into the opposite side. You go through the top because we need to get so that our needle and thread are coming out of the right hand bead. Always coming out of that right hand bead. 3 more beads. Go into the opposite side of where the thread is currently coming out of. Then we're going to sew over, down through the bottom, up through the side, so that way we're coming out once again that right hand side. I'm going to continue to make this the whole length of my band. Now you can go if you want to and use a ring mandrel, drop it down on that, or a ring sizer. You can size it up. It's going to shrink ever so slightly as we add the beads along the sides when we go in and kind of finish it up after we're done creating. So just keep that in mind, that it will shrink slightly. When I say shrink slightly, you're looking at maybe a quarter of a size in your ring setting. So you're just going to continue on here, going in and adding to that right angle weave and making the band longer. Do you want to know how to save over 50% on jewelry making kits? With the monthly kit subscription, you'll get 3 new kits for as little as $49.99. Remember, that's for 3 kits. That's a savings of up to $70 per box, plus you get free domestic shipping. This month, we have our best ever deals for new subscribers, including free tools, added boxes and kits, and even our ultimate beading kit for annual subscribers. Visit PotomacBeads.com/subscribe or click on the link in the description. Once you have the length for your ring band base, you're going to take the last right angle unit and you're going to add it to the first right angle unit. I'm adding 1 bead, and I'm going to look over and see where my thread is coming out of the last right bead. It's coming out the top. So I'm going to go back to the very first bead next to the stop bead and go in from the top towards the bottom. Remember, I added 1 bead onto my thread and needle. Then coming out that bead, I'm going to add 1 more bead, and I'm going to go into the bottom of the bead on the last right angle unit that my thread was coming out of. What that does is that makes 1 more seamless right angle unit, adding the 2 and holding them together. I'm going to go around 1 more time just to tighten that up. Going away from that starter thread or that stop thread. And I'm going to sew just away from it a little bit, going into the right angle weave, sewing around it from one area to the other. And that's just going to kind of tighten it up a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is get ready to embellish and have fun with that side of the creation. So when you look at the right angle weave section here, you can see that we kind of have 2 tracks. We have the right side and we have the left side. Each right angle weave unit consists of 4 of the beads here, and we're going to be decorating 3 units total. Now those 3 units, we're going to start out by putting beads in front of those right angle units. So I'm going to make sure that I'm coming out of one of the beads, that the holes sit lateral. And the first thing I'm going to do is pick one of my bigger beads, round beads, bicones. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to pick out one and put on a 15, a bicone, and a 15. Coming out the left-hand side of that bead there, I'm going to go to the bead that sits right above it and go into the right towards the left. I'm going to do this same thing 2 more times, and each time I'm picking up a different bead for that. 15 bead 15. I'm coming out of that bottom bead on the right angle weave. I'm going to go into the top, into the opposite side. So this thread's coming out the right. I'm going to go into the top and go that way. Next one, same thing. I'm going to grab one more bead. I'm just going to change it up. I'll do my blue one. 15 bead 15. And I'm going to go into the opposite side as well. And that just builds a fun base that we're now going to build on top of. If you have a bigger ring band, you can build on a 4th section if you want to. This is the cluster effect that you're going to get on that 3 ring band. And we are going to add beads now along on the side. So you are coming out that side bead of the right angle. We are going to go through every section of the right angle. So if this is our right angle unit here, we're going to come out one side here, all the corners, and we're going to add extra beads to give it that fringe effect. By adding extra beads to give it that fringe effect then, we have a nice cluster that we're creating. So coming out that side of the right angle weave, I'm going to do the same thing, adding a 15, a crystal of 15. Skip over the last crystal, go back through the 15, or the crystal in the 15, and then you're going to sew into the next bead in the right angle weave. So we're going from the bead that was lateral to the bead that was vertical. Nice tight pull, you don't want to see any extra thread in there. Next one, add a bead, add a crystal, add a bead. Go in here. I have less thread because I always start with less than what I recommend you, just so it stays on the camera a little bit more, so I'll add thread. Go in and go through the crystal and the 15, and then over to the opposite side of that right angle weave unit. You're going to do this the whole way along, so it's going to look like 4 little prongs sitting out the sides of the unit. 15, pick up another bead, 15. And I'm picking these up at random, kind of based on whatever I have. I'm going to tie in some extra thread here, and then I'll show you after we put on the next 2 crystals how we make it fluffier. Once you have your 4 in all of the corners here and that 1 across the middle, we're going to add 4 more. You can add 3 more, it's really up to you. I'm adding a 15, a bead of 15. There we go. And I'm going to go backwards now. So I'm going to go back through that same bead that my thread was coming out of, adding that next layer there of the crystal. Coming out here, same deal. I'm going to add another one, and I'm going once again backward. So you're going to go around once and add, and then you're going to go around twice and add. And just by going backwards, it makes it so the crystal is kind of pulling a different direction. There's no right or wrong with this. You can embellish however you want. You can go back across the top for these fun cha-cha rings. There are no mistakes. It's nice to learn that right angle weave if you're not sure about it, and then just to have that fun freedom to kind of make what you want. So there we have kind of that fun cha-cha look going on. I have 1 more bead to add here. And then guess what? I'm going to do the exact same thing to the next 2 units. Going around once and then going around the next unit as well. When you're finishing 1 unit here, I'm coming out the right angle weave. I'm going to kind of flip it over a little bit so you can see. So this first right angle weave unit is totally completed. My thread's coming out along that right angle weave unit. I'm going to go through that unit along the side, not adding any extra beads here. Then I'm going to come out the next unit right there, flip over with that ring, and then when I flip over and look at it, time to add more of my crystals. So this next unit has that purple bead in the middle there. I'm going to go around and do the exact same thing. So here goes 1, and I just look and see, hey, what color's kind of missing there? Let's put a blue one here and just pick it up in organized randomness. Drop that down on the project. Same thing here, going through my crystal, my seed bead, and back down now along the next right angle unit side. So I'm going to do this for this next right angle unit, And then for the one that's after it as well, to get that fun little firecracker fringe look to it. Once you feel like your ring is fluffy enough, and again, you can go back and you can add more, you can take more away, you can do a shorter section, longer section. It's really up to you what you want it to look like. We're gonna go in and we are going to seam up the band. How we are going to seam up the band, and you can do it two ways. You can use 2 15s, or I'm gonna use one of the 8 OC beads. I like to use these Duracoat Galvanized because they stay their finish color really nicely. And when it comes to rings, you wash hands, you forget to take off the ring, all of that. So it's nice to have something that will stay the color. All right, so I'm going down the design here, and I'm going back to the last of my little fringe section. You can see I kind of have it turned on the top there. And I'm gonna turn it back over, and I want to come out one of the side beads of my right angle weave. Now you have all those little fringe pieces there, so make sure that your thread doesn't get attached to there. And we're gonna do a simple seam up. So we're gonna go out all the right hand side beads, add a bead, we are going to sew through the next one. Add a bead, sew through the next right side. Add a bead, and you get it. So we're literally just going right down the bead. This is gonna tighten it up. It reinforces the band, which is really important for rings. And when we get to the start of our fringe over here, you're just going to turn around and do the exact same thing along the other side of the band. Once you get back to the opposite side again, we're just going through that middle bead there from the start of the fringe section. If you want to, again, add some extra fringe, don't do the fringe, just make a band. You make this into a napkin holder as well too. Some fun kind of style alternatives. You can also make it into a pendant by seaming up the right angle weave along the top here and making those into drop earrings too. All right, now I'm gonna get out a couple more of my 8 OC beads and literally, once again, coming down the opposite side. So I'm just going in, adding a bead. Going in, adding a bead. Again, if you want to, you can use 2 of your 15 OC beads to fill in that space. Again, it will make it a little bit tighter and it will make it a thicker band. So if you like the look of the right angle weave band, I would suggest going in and just reinforcing that. So if you liked the look of just that single row of right angle weave, go in and just reinforce with some extra thread. The possibilities of this design are really endless. I like that it shows the basic steps and then you can make it your own. Going in here then, as we get ready to go into the ring section, I have some thread right there. All I'm going to do is sew over to that starter thread, and then I'm just going to tie off the thread ends. It's so simple. Last bead goes on up into that right angle weave. I don't bother to do the right angle weave along the base here because it doesn't matter. You're not going to see it and you have all those beads there. So what I am going to do is kind of look along the back here, retrace that right angle weave, going through from one side to the other. Here's a great time also as you go from one side to the other, if you want to add any extra fringe to it. And as I'm going over here, I'm just going to run my course along the bottom, get to my thread ends here, pulling, finding out where that is. Right there it is, which is great because it's going to be to the back of the ring. Sewing over, getting my thread ends to the exact same place, and then simply tying them together. And that's it. If you want to reinforce the band one more time, you can, but you have a really nice base of that reinforcement with the right angle weave and then going down the sides. Making sure I don't get any of my beads in there. Now I'm going to go in with my thread zap or my thread burner, burn down those extra threads right there, and then burn them flat towards the project. Again, if you have extra crystals, extra beads that you want to embellish, you could do some seed beads, some 8 OC beads at the top. That would be done right when I just did that. Burning off, you would keep that on. And then that's it. That finishes up that fun little fringe ring. Thanks so much for joining me in creating that Radiant Raku Ring. It's really fun to see all the different colors come together with just a simple right angle weave band. Remember, if you want to check out the subscription or you want to see the individual products, look below the video in the description of the video. There'll be links back there. You can also subscribe and give a little thumbs up so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your subscription box and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.